guys, welcome back to the Wood and Metal Workshop. I'm Kent, and we're busy as heck in the shop these days. We got 10,000 things going on, lots of projects, lots of video, and we just keep bringing this stuff to you. Last week I went out and did a tour of the local one of the local steel yards for you, and I was going to bring that to you right away, but unfortunately the interview that I took got corrupted before I could get it uploaded. I don't know what happened to it, but it was not playable. So today I had to go back to the steel yard and pick up a couple things on my way out to the shop, and so I redid the interview, and we'll go ahead and take you there now. And I don't think it's even there. So, hey guys, welcome back to the Wood and Metal Workshop. We're here at Kraemer Steel sales today, doing a little tour and gonna interview the guys here and get a little information about the steel yard. I know a lot of guys are intimidated when they first start working with metal and where to get it, and they go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards and they think, I can't afford to build something out of this stuff. Well, that's why you go to the real people. So we're here with Dan Kraemer and Dave, Roger, and they're going to answer a few questions for us. So I'm going to ask Dan here first off, how did you get into the steel business?
Got into the steel business by building bridges and tearing out old bridges. We got into a lot of salvage beams and timbers, and we were selling them, and we had the room up here, so that kind of got us into selling steel. Cool. And we found out there was a good market for it around here, not much competition.
How long ago was that?
23 years ago.
23 years in the steel business. You kind of stock all shapes and common shapes and sizes, squares, tubes.
Pretty much the handyman selection, steel and rebar.
Okay, so steel is normally priced a couple different ways: by the foot, by the pound,
By the piece.
and by the piece. And so usually when I come in and talk to you, we can talk about pound clearly. So, for those of you that don't know, you can go online and look up a steel weight calculator, and it'll give you the shape and how much each foot weighs, and then you can kind of figure out how much your project's going to weigh at the end. And so that's how they price it here, is by the pound, and they've got a sheet that lists the shape and how much each foot weighs, and then you just multiply out from there times the current price. So your typical customer is like a handyman guy like me, a small
They're
business.
all a lot of big business through a lot of commercial accounts. Like we got some big ones and a lot of walk-in handyman. But I'd say we might even have more commercial accounts.
All right. What about other services that you provide? You do cutting?
Cutting, burning, fabricating. Roger does a lot of our welding. Dave will do the welding, and we do rebar fabrication as well.
And I know that you've got a Piranha steel worker up there in the shop. So
And a pipe bender and a rebar bender.
So you can punch holes for people and notches and all that kind of stuff in small bending projects.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when it comes to like big shear jobs and big fab jobs, my steel benders, they'll do it cheaper. They got the big shears. I bring in a lot of stuff already fabbed and sheared up.
Yeah, we looked at some of the sizes because I know a lot of places don't carry this small stuff.
Right.
And you do. You've got the 2x4s and the 4x4s
Right.
on how to
I get pre-sheared sheets.
And if I wanted to come in and get a foot of something, I can get a foot of a shape.
You can get 6 inches if you want.
All right. And how about odds shapes? Specialty shapes, can you order those in?
I can order those in. Typically, if it's not too odd, it's something I can get in a couple days. If it gets to be real odd, a week we can have to get. But I'll source out anything.
All right. And just anybody can walk in and do business with you?
Anybody.
You
We had a priest come in the other day that was just getting into the steel sales.
Because a lot of guys are kind of intimidated walking into an industrial building and saying, hey, can I get this? You know, they don't know that they can get it. So anybody can just walk in. You don't need an account. You don't need, forms of payment that you accept.
Cash is usually the best. Check and credit card is, we take credit card, but it costs a little bit more.
All right.
Usually 3% extra.
Okay, so just the
Typical
credit card
fee,
company charges
right.
you. Okay. Yeah, so can I get pieces cut to an exact specific size and say I need, a piece that's exactly 2 feet, 6 inches long? You'll do that?
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
Usually we can get on jobs like that pretty quick if we have to secure it.
So guys that don't have the ability to cut some of this stuff, you can cut it for them, and you have to have it ready they can just finish their milk prep and do it a little bit for this case maybe. So, what are your hours?
Monday through Friday, 7, I like to say 7 to 3:30 because that's when the shop guys go home, but I'm usually here till 4. And Saturdays is my appointment.
That's good to know. A lot of places aren't open at all on Saturdays, so if I really needed something, I can call you.
Yeah, typically my dad is here on Saturday if he knows you're coming. We'd like to have everything pre-cut though on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I've done for customers that come late where I've come back or I'll stay a little later, I put stuff out by the gate for them if I know them and they'll pick it up and
I know you've been waiting for me on Fridays when you're working out of town. As long as you know they're coming, that's
yeah, we'll do anything we need to do.
So what about big orders, like the order I just put in last week, a couple weeks ago, I called you ahead of time, gave you my list, and then you were able to have it here ready for me, all strapped up, ready to go.
Typically what I'll do on people that are gonna order full length material, if they have a day or two, I just order it in right off the truck. And I don't have the handling, I give them a better price by not having the handling. This costs me, to put it away and pull it out. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are the big days that I get most of my steel, and my order cutoffs to order that is Monday and Wednesdays by 4 p.m. I have to have my orders, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are my big days to get steel.
So if I called you on Monday morning and said, hey, I need this, and this, and you have it right there, and you get it.
If they're simple items and they're not out of stock by Tuesday, and that also includes aluminum, stainless steel,
all right,
and a few other items.
Okay. I saw last time I was here, you put the stainless steel sheets. So good to know that you did everything.
Yep, and the price is better because I don't have the handling on it.
All right. What's your phone number?
218-624-5667, and my cell is 218-348-7050.
Okay.
And I answer it all the time.
So if you need something in the Duluth, Superior, Cloquet, Proctor,
Grand Marais, International Falls.
Northern Minnesota area, give Dan a call. I can attest that they've got the best prices and the best service in the area. So thanks for your time. Really appreciate it, guys. And we'll catch you guys a little bit later.
Thank you.
So Dan said it was okay for me to take a little self-guided tour here, and I'm just going to show you some of the equipment that they have and some of the stuff they have in stock, and just wander along and see. We got the big LS saw that's in their steel area here. This is where their steel stock is stored, and so the saw is really handy. They've got a nice outfeed on each end and all set up to work. Common shapes and sizes. Got some aluminum shapes, and here's their tubing and round bar, and let's see, some solid square down there. Got plate steel. They got 2x4s, 4x4s, and 4x8s, and looks like some 5x10s. And some 6x12s it looks like, or 6x10s. And like Dan said, he'll order anything that you need. Got your expanded metal down here on this end. Against the back wall here, they have more shapes and sizes. There's the big Piranha iron worker.
Yeah, that's the one you'd like to have in your shop.
It's a 40 ton?
Yeah, well, I think it's 40. It might even be 50.
I was looking at one of the other brands because it's got, uses its pump and hoses to run other stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can run a bigger shear.
So like a PTO type thing.
Yeah, so you have the one pump and motor, and then it just hydraulic quick connects to hook up the other equipment. They've got a big shop press and some other stuff for it, a bender, tubing bender. It's kind of nice.
What was the size on that stainless, Derek?
2 foot by 5 foot.
Well guys, that's the first episode of Shop Local. I really encourage you to go out and find steel suppliers, nuts and bolts, any kind of supplies you can that come from a local company versus a big national chain or China or the internet. Yeah, you might save some money going the other way, but when you really need that part on Friday afternoon, it's great to know guys like Dan Kraemer and Kraemer Steel Sales are here. So, catch you in the next video.